Good to see you. I'm Mr. Shank. Let's talk about ordering food at a restaurant. I'm Mr. Shank, expert teacher of over 11 years, bilingual in Korean, and tutor to the elite. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about ordering food at a restaurant. The most important 5 phrases to do that successfully. I'm not talking about McDonald's, Burger King, fast food places. I'm talking about a restaurant where you sit down, there's a waiter or waitress, you order food, they bring it to you and serve you. That's what we're talking about today. And as usual, the most important thing is always vocabulary. A couple words here that we're going to look at. Number one, menu. What is menu? Menu is the sheet of paper that lists all of the food they serve. That's called the menu. Next, recommend. Recommend is when I like something, I think you should try that. So that's what recommend is. I like it. You should try this thing. I recommend it. Finally, is the word bill. Bill is the ticket. It's basically the receipt, the piece of paper that tells you how much you need to pay for the food you ordered today. Good. So those 3 vocabulary words, very important. Now let's get into these 5 phrases. Number 1. Could I see the menu, please? Could I see the menu, please? Go ahead and copy that with me. Could I see the menu, please? Good. Now, what we're asking here again is for that menu, that piece of paper that has all the food items that on it. And lastly, we want to make sure we end with the word please because it's respectful. Next, we've got the second sentence here. What do you recommend? Try with me. What do you recommend? We're asking, what do you like? The waiter or waitress, what do you like? What do you think is good? And what should we try? So that's what we're asking there. I've done this many times when I've gone to cafes in Korea or restaurants, and I'll ask them, what do you recommend? And I always get a good recommendation, and I enjoy it. Next one here. Could I get this without? And there's a blank. What we put there is a food that maybe you have an allergy to, or a food you really don't like. For example, in Korea, I love so much food here, but there's one vegetable I can't stand, and in Korean it's called getnip. You might know it as sesame leaf. I just can't like it. I don't like it. So anytime I order food and I know that that is an ingredient in there, I ask them, could I get this without getnip? Or could I get this without sesame leaf, please? Remember that. It's an important phrase, especially if you have an allergy or you don't like a certain food. And the next one here, number 4, after you have finished eating, you've enjoyed your meal, and now you're ready to leave, you ask for the bill. Can I get the bill, please? Can I get the bill, please? As the waiter or waitress is walking by, or they come to pick up a plate or two, you can ask at that time, excuse me, can I get the bill, please? And the last one here is, many times the waiter or waitress will ask you, well, how was everything? Or did you enjoy your meal? And we can end with, thank you, everything was delicious. Those are the 5 phrases that you must know to order food at a restaurant. If you know these 5 here, you're going to do well. So what you need to do next is visualize it. Imagine yourself using these phrases, going to a restaurant and ordering food, going through that whole process, and then you need to get up and go there and do it. And you'll be successful. And that is my greatest desire, that you would be successful in English, that you would enjoy learning English, and you would be able to do things, achieve your goals in English. And if this video has helped you, And if you've enjoyed studying with Mr. Shank, I would be very grateful if you would like, subscribe, and share it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.